कराइए चालू के वेट करिए 5-10 मिनट 5 मिनट.
This call is now being recorded.
कराइए ને
હા
ચાલુ.
ચાલુ કરાવી દો સાહેબ. એમાં શોર્ટ કેસીસ જ છે ને?
બે શોર્ટ કેસ જ છે આજે તો.
રાઈટ. હા તો આપણે એ રીતે જ જઈશું.
હા અડધો કલાકમાં બેના શોર્ટ, બે શોર્ટ કેસ અડધો કલાક ચાલે.
બરાબર.
તમારે ત્યાંથી પીજી બધા બહુ જોઈન નથી કરતા પણ.
એવું છે?
હા જરા ફોર્સ દબાવજો.
હા હા ચોક.
બરોબર.
હા
અમારે ત્યાં એવું જ છે જોકે.
આજે
બે
કંઈક
યુનિટના
એએસઆઈ
તો
નું કોઈ એએસઆઈ નું હમણાં ચાલી રહ્યું છે કોઈ
છે
સેશન?
એકચ્યુઅલી. હવે હું એ જ કહું છું કે એએસઆઈના સેશન બુધવારે ચાલી રહ્યા છે રેગ્યુલરલી.
તો
આપણે
આપણે
ગુરુવાર કરી દેવો છે.
ગુરુવારે શિફ્ટ કરીએ.
હા કારણ કે એએસઆઈ છે ને એ લોકોનો સ્કિલ કોર્સ ચાલુ કરે છે બધા છોકરાઓ માટે. એટલે સ્મોલ પ્રોસિજર્સ ઓપરેશન્સ ને બધું કંઈક.
હા સારી વસ્તુ છે.
હા તો દે હેવ સ્ટાર્ટેડ ધેટ ઓન વેનસડે. એટલે ફેસબુક લાઈવ આવે છે એવું કંઈક છે. આપણે ગુરુવાર શિફ્ટ કરી દઈશું નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ.
હા નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ થર્સડે રાખો સાહેબ.
અને શુક્રવારે આ લોકોનું પેલું બીજું બી ચેન્નઈ વાળામાં બી આ બધા જોઈન્ટ કરતા હોય છે છોકરાઓ જેને જોઈન્ટ કરવું હોય.
હા હા
આપણે ગુરુવાર રાખીએ કોઈને નડીએ
બરાબર.
નહીં.
રાઈટ.
ઓકે ફાઇન સ્ટાર્ટ.
Okay, sir. Am I audible, sir?
યસ.
I am presenting a case of a 65-year-old Muslim male patient named Imtiaz Sheikh, residing at Jamalpur, Ahmedabad, having lower socio-economic class, working as a laborer, presented to VS Hospital with complaint of swelling in the right groin since 2 years, pain in the right groin region since 3 months. Patient was relatively asymptomatic before 2 years. Then he noticed small swelling of marble size while bathing. Swelling increased gradually since then and reached up to the present size. Swelling is associated with pain since 3 months, which is dragging in nature, aggravated while straining, with no associated nausea and vomiting. Patient had chronic constipation on and off since 4 years. No complaint of nausea, vomiting, fever, chronic cough, or any urinary problems.
Okay. Just you have not mentioned the site in your ODP.
Sorry, sir?
You have not mentioned about site on which site it is there.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
ગુડ
Palekar sir.
ઇવનિંગ
Welcome,
પાલેકર
sir.
સાહેબ. વેલકમ.
Welcome. You can ask the question, sir. He has just started narrating the ODP. You narrate the ODP again.
Yes, sir. Patient was relatively asymptomatic before 2 years. Then he noticed small swelling of marble size while bathing in right groin region. Swelling increased gradually since then and reached up to the present size. Swelling is associated with pain since 3 months, which is dragging in nature, aggravated while straining, with no associated nausea and vomiting. Patient had chronic constipation on and off since 4 years. No complaint of nausea, vomiting, fever, chronic cough, or any urinary problems.
Okay. What are the things you are missing in your history?
Sir, side of the swelling.
One is
હા
size.
શું કરો?
Anything else?
અવાજ સંભળાતો નથી કોઈનો.
Anything else?
રજીસ્ટર થયું હતું. મારું ચાલુ છે.
So now tell me
ચાલો.
what are the swellings
અવાજ નહીં
of
સંભળાય.
the groin?
આના કારણે
Yes, sir. First of all, hernias, indirect and direct inguinal hernias, then lipoma of the cord, then encysted hydrocele of the shape, canal of Nuck, then
I am
iliopsoas
asking you. I am not. I am asking you for the inguinal swelling. I have not asked you inguinal-scrotal swelling because your swelling is within the inguinal region only.
Yes, sir. Sir, inguinal lymphadenopathy, sir. Uh, then a large femoral hernia.
Okay,
And then,
femoral hernia, inguinal hernia, femoral hernia, lymphadenopathy.
yes,
Anything else?
sir, lipoma, sir.
Lipoma, okay.
Psoas abscess,
Psoas sepsis,
hematoma, sir.
inguinal hematoma. So now, what are the, how will you exclude these all the diagnosis in the history part?
Yes, sir. Sir, if, in psoas abscess, the patient might complain of fever, vomiting, and all the signs and
કેમ
symptoms of
આટલું
the.
બધું ગોળ ગોળ ફેરવું છે બેટા ખબર પડી તને in your
કાર્ડિનલ
history
સાઇન શું છે હર્નિયાના?
yes herniaની cardinal sign તે mention જ નથી કરી.
Yes, sir.
સિમ્ટોમ્સ રાધર. હા,
Symptoms, which is the cardinal symptom of the hernia?
અનકોમ્પ્લિકેટેડ.
Sir, reducibility and cough impulse, sir.
બસ બરાબર. અહીંયા
Where
કફ
is the
પિમ્પલ્સ ના
mention about
હોય.
the reduce?
હા,
Yes, sir.
See, એ બે સાઇન છે ને તારે હિસ્ટ્રીમાં જોવાની છે,
Yes, sir.
ઇન્સ્પેક્શનમાં જોવાની છે, પાલ્પેશનમાં જોવાની છે. 3 વાર તમે કન્ફર્મ કરો છો
Okay, sir.
પછી જ આગળ વધવાનું હોય છે.
Yes, sir.
ઓકે,
Yes,
so
sir.
these two are the cardinal signs, or you can consider the symptoms. જે બી ગણવું હોય હિસ્ટ્રીમાં.
yes, cardinal presentation.
Yes, sir.
Patients are usually tell you very clearly. It comes out when we are standing or high working well,
હા,
and if it reduces
it
when
goes
we
inside.
sit down
Yes, sir.
or decrease in the size.
It's very important history when you are dealing with the pediatric hernia, okay?
Okay, sir.
Because many a times it may not be present in the morning. It's
Yes,
the
sir.
mother who are telling you that at the end of the evening the swelling appears, and when the child goes for the sleep, it disappears in the night.
Yes, sir.
I think Kirit sir has joined.
Oh, saras.
Yes, sir. Good
Pratik
evening.
Vyas, Pratik
Good
Vyas sir
evening.
has joined.
Saras,
So all
saras.
of you are now
Welcome.
come on the front foot, and I will go to the back seat. So you can ask
No,
the
no, sir. You
questions.
continue.
Any, we are there. Kalpit is also there.
આજે 2 શોર્ટ કેસીસ છે કિરીટભાઈ.
Yes, sir.
બરાબર,
Aditya
એ રીતે
sir,
વાયવા
Kirit
લઈએ
sir,
આપણે.
Kalpit sir, બધા પૂછજો question ભાઈ, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now,
રાજન સર મોડરેટ કરશે.
yes, I'm being a
Yes,
moderator.
sir.
No problem. Carry on.
Yes, sir.
ચાલ ભાઈ, ભાર્ગવ.
Yes, sir. Past history. Patient had open appendectomy before 8 years at VS Hospital. Patient is not a known case of hypertension, diabetes, or tuberculosis. Family history not significant. Personal history. Patient is on mixed diet, having adequate appetite and normal sleep. Patient has unaltered bladder movements. Patient has constipation on and off since 4 years. No history of any addiction. General examination. I have examined the patient in proper light and exposure in frequent position.
Just a minute.
as
Just
and
a
when-
minute. Just a minute. On your examination, there are 3 important things are there. One is your history of appendicectomy.
Yes, sir.
It is significant finding which we requires to be mentioned or evaluated whether it has any connection with the hernia or not.
Yes, sir. While open appendectomy, there is chance of recession of the ilioinguinal nerve, which will ultimately lead the weakening of the conjoint tendon, and it will give rise to the direct inguinal hernia.
Which kind of the appendicectomy usually leads to the injury to the ilioinguinal nerve? Every appendicectomy or any specific situation?
No, sir. Open appendectomy through the McBurney incision, sir.
Not every open appendectomy. How many open appendectomy you get hernia?
Yes. Kalpit sir has picked up the question. Very good.
Sorry, sir.
after how many open appendicectomies you see the post-operative hernia? Not every appendicectomy patient has a
Yes,
hernia, na?
yes, sir. Not in every.
So in which conditions you get or you suspect this might be a reason?
So in case of direct inguinal hernia,
Not post appendicectomy scar. By seeing this scar or by the history, you want to ask something to the patient.
yes, sir. In if surgery is done in the on the emergency basis, sir.
Mostly the appendix is emergency basis, but usually when there is a complicated appendicectomy or there is a need of extension of this incision,
Yes, sir.
when there is an extra long incision, so there should be it required to
Yes, sir.
perform appendicectomy, then there is a chance of this injury of the nerve. Not every McBurn is incision got injured the lingual nerve, no?
Yes,
So
sir.
that should be your in inspections. You look the scar, the condition of the scar, the length of the scar, and by seeing that you suspect it might be a
Yes, sir.
What
Abnormal
is the
scar or any discharge. Patient is telling that there was a pus discharge from the scar and either secondary suturing, whatever these kind of history in detail will help you out.
Okay, sir.
and second thing is what Kalpit sir has told is very much correct. When we required a muscle cutting, at that time there is very high chances of injury to the nerve. If you are stretching the muscle, it
Yes, sir.
usually doesn't occur. So in McBurney's incision, usually the ilioinguinal nerve is not going to injure. If you cut the muscle, it is likely.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Frontal examination. I have examined the patient in proper light and exposure in frequent positions as and when required after taking verbal consent. Patient is moderately built and moderately nourished. Patient is conscious and well oriented to time, place, and person. No signs of clubbing, cyanosis, pallor, icterus, edema, and lymphadenopathy. Patient was vitally stable. Uh, on local examination inspection, I have examined the patient first in standing position and then in supine position. Approximately 3 by 3 centimeter spherical swelling present over the right inguinal region. Swelling is not reaching up to the scrotum, having normal skin over it. Expansile cuff impulse present. No deviation in the position of the penis. No visible peristalsis seen over the swelling. Left inguinal region appears normal. Scar of open appendectomy present. Abdomen is globular in shape with normally placed umbilicus. No visible dilated veins, sinus, and any other swelling over the abdomen.
Now wait, again you missed that important sign, that is reducibility.
Yes, sir.
Whether it is reduced spontaneously on lying down or not, because you have already told that you have examined in both the
Yes, sir.
supine as well as lying down. So make a habit in any hernia. So reducibility and impulse on cupping should go together.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Also in inspections, you just say scar of open appendicectomy. But what is the condition of scar? Scar is healthy. There is a zigzag scar. There is a so many complications at the scar sites.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
As you already mentioned in your past history, the scar, and you think it is might be significant reasons for the development of hernia. So you have to say, or sometimes you say healthy scar or healthy looking scar, but you have to describe whatever the condition of scar is.
Yes, sir.
Whether linear or puckered scar. Linear means healing by primary intention,
Yes, sir.
and when puckering means there must be a healing by secondary intention. Some complication must have occurred. Okay. चलो आगे बढ़ो.
Palpation. I have confirmed my inspectory findings on palpation. A single 4 by 3 centimeter spherical swelling palpated over the right inguinal region. Swelling is not reaching up to the scrotum. Swelling is having doughy consistency. Expansile cuff impulse present over the swelling. Swelling is reducible as the patient lies down. On doing Zeeman's test, impulse is palpated over the middle finger. On deep ring occlusion test, bulge is seen on medial to the occluding finger. On finger imagination test, impulse is palpated on the pulp of the finger.
Hello.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
You have said the shape is spherical.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by sphere?
Uh, Sir,
And side 4/3. Is it correct? Sphere means globe. Either
yes,
4/4 or 3/3 size.
yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Any test you are remaining?
Yes, dear. Hello, am
Yes,
I
sir.
audible? My
Yes, sir.
question is, what is the normal size of inguinal canal?
Sir, it's 4 centimeter.
Size नहीं हुआ. अच्छा length. Okay.
Length is 4 centimeters. Okay, no problem. What is the size of your hernia?
Sir,
4
4 by
centimeter.
3 centimeter. Yes, sir.
4 centimeter
4
maximum
centimeter.
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is coming out of the superficial ring or it is not coming out of the superficial ring?
Sir, it is not coming out of the superficial.
Then why you have done the ring invagination test? If the swelling is not coming out of the superficial ring,
Yes.
what is the purpose of doing ring invagination test?
Sir, on coughing, there might be felt an impulse in case of direct inguinal hernia on the pulp of the finger. Sir.
अरे बेटा पण तुम्हारी वस्तु समझ. What is the normal size of superficial inguinal ring? Where it is located?
Sir, superficial inguinal ring is located above and lateral to the pubic tubercle, sir.
No, it is above and medial to the pubic. Normal superficial ring is located above and medial to the pubic tubercle. So that is the reason why I have asked you very specifically. If your ring is not dilated, how can you able to put a finger inside? And what is the normal size of a ring? Usually is 1 to 1.5 centimeter.
Yes,
So
sir.
until the content comes out of the superficial ring, it dilates the superficial ring. The swellings are usually doesn't superficial ring will not dilate it, and you are not able to invaginate it.
Okay, sir.
So these are the things which you have to understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in exam, these are the small things, but it is going to be asked.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
What is Texas? Texas test? Have you performed?
Sir, Texas is performed in case of irreducible hernia, sir. Patient is asked to flex his knee and hip joint and internal rotation is done. And we manually reduce the swelling with one end and the other while guarding the swelling with the other hand, sir.
તે પહેલા જ કહી દીધું ઇરિડ્યુસિબલ હોય.
You should,
હા બોલો કિરીટ.
sir, he has written that swelling is reducible as patient lies down. But that is not the correct position. You have to speak the correct position, whether it is reducible or not, and then which part of the hernia reduces first, whether it was difficult to reduce first parts or the last part, whether it reduced with the gurgling or not, right? What should be the position of the limb? Everything you should mention properly.
Yes, sir.
And there is no prerequisite that hernia should be irreducible. Then and then you perform Texas.
Yes.
So swelling is sir spontaneously reducible while patient lies down, sir.
Okay. What about both the testes?
Bilateral test is palpated and appears normal, sir.
Is it significant? What is the significance of palpating testes in inguinal hernia?
Sir, in case of complete inguinal hernia, sir, SEC is reaching up to the uh, head of the testis, means upper part of the testis. To differentiate it from the inguinoscrotal swelling, in inguinoscrotal swelling, to get above the swelling is possible
No. The question is, what is the importance of palpating testes in inguinal hernia? Why you want to palpate testes in inguinal hernia patient? It is not
Yes, sir.
nothing.
To
बोलो.
look for the sir, ectopic testis, sir. It can
Ectopic
be
नहीं यार. Undescended.
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 Second thing, when the sir has asked you the question, you have said that get above the swelling to know the inguinal-scrotal swelling. So get
Yes.
above the swelling is a test for a inguinal-scrotal swelling or a to differentiate the scrotal swelling from an inguinal swelling.
Yes, sir. It is to differentiate scrotal swelling from the inguinal swelling.
And second thing, when you have asked for a complete hernia, what do you mean by a complete hernia? It covers the testes, it doesn't cover the testes.
Sir, complete hernia covers the testis, sir.
So what is the classifications of hernia?
Sir, based on the exit of the sac, it is a direct hernia or indirect inguinal hernia.
Agree.
Yes,
Sivan.
and on based of the
Classification
extent,
पूछे ने?
yes, sir.
हाँ.
On based of the extent, sir, there is bubonocele, funicular, and the complete hernia, inguinal hernia. And the in NIOSH classification, so there are 4 types. Type 1 is indirect inguinal hernia having normal deep ring. Type 2 is indirect inguinal hernia having dilated deep ring. In type 3, there is 3 subtypes. Type 3A is direct inguinal hernia. Type 3B is pentalon hernia. Type 3C is femoral hernia. And type 4 is recurrent hernia.
Right.
One
Okay,
is
fine.
Gilbert classification of the inguinal hernia.
Gilbert has, so which is the commonest which is used?
Sir, NIOSH classification and
What is-
normally we are not usually normally using the NIOSH classification. We usually follow the extent wise,
yes, sir.
whether it is a complete hernia, incomplete hernia, or a bubonocele.
Yes, sir.
Recently,
What you're telling is
European
now-
Society of Hernia has given a very simple
EHS.
classification,
EHS has given the very simple classification.
which is already in Balian law.
So
It's
you
very
have read it?
simple. Nothing much.
What is it? નથી વાંચ્યું. ડેલી તો વાંચતા જ નથી, હાઈફાઈ વાંચતા હોય એટલે. કઈ વાંધો નહીં.
વાંચી
વાંચી
લેજો.
પેલા, હા?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, હવે આપી દીધું છે એટલે 27th એડિશનમાં.
Yes, yes, it is there.
yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
On percussion, dull note heard over the swelling. Auscultation, no peristaltic sound heard over the swelling. My probable
What is your,
diagnosis.
just a minute, just a minute.
Hello,
just a minute.
hello.
Yes, sir.
હા, બોલો
On
કલ્પિત.
percussion, you have told, Kalpit sir, you are asking the same thing, I think so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So continue, sir.
No, you ask.
As in your examination, you says your swelling is reduced whenever the patient is lying down. Then how can you go for a percussion? If there is no swelling on lying down, then when you do percussions? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. How you have done the percussion? Explain to us. The same question I'm going to ask you. In which position you have done the percussion, and how you have, what is your diagnosis on percussion?
Sir, on based on percussion, sir, content of the sac might be, sir, momentum, sir.
Content of the sac is momentum.
Yes, sir.
Momentum, if it is a content, it reduces spontaneously.
You already contradict your findings. जो तूने history and your palpations you say, by saying the percussions you contradict your findings.
Yes, sir.
As you say in palpation, it's induced spontaneously when patient is lying down. If there is a no swelling, then how can you perform percussion?
So these are blunders. These are not simply you in PG. One will not allow you to go away from this question. So don't take
Bhargav,
it lightly.
Yes, sir.
Bhargav, where will you do percussion routinely? Which region of the body? Abdomen, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, तो हम पण करना है. There might be a free fluid or ascites.
Yes, sir.
હર્નિયાનો percussion કર્યા કરતા ઇટિયોલોજી બી તે શોધવાની ના આપણે.
Yes, sir.
The percussion should be abdominal rather than only swelling.
Only swelling. Right.
Yes.
Ascites is one of the etiological factor, right?
Yes, sir. Increase the abdomen.
Okay, carry on.
So my diagnosis is right side direct.
Hello, Bhargav.
Bhargav,
Yes, sir.
Hello.
what about Malgain's bulge?
Sir, it is a bilateral bulge, oval shaped bulge seen in the very thin patient while straining due to the weakening of the abdominal musculature, sir.
So have you checked it in this patient?
You haven't spoke on inspection. That is mainly inspectory findings that has to be confirmed by palpation.
Yes, sir.
So what is the age of the patient?
Sir, 65.
So it is important or not? Okay, carry on.
Hello, Bhargav.
Yes, sir.
You have not mentioned about for rectal examination. You have
Yes, sir.
said
I
there
was
is
thinking.
65 years old. And also not mentioned about back and spine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The for rectal examination is very important. As you
Welcome.
mentioned, the age is 65 years of age.
Yes, Pratik sir is absolutely right. You must have to examine the corrector. We have not mentioned about the corrector examination.
Okay.
I'm continuing.
Your diagnosis.
So my diagnosis is right side direct, incomplete, non-obstructed, non-stimulated inguinal hernia.
If you speak uncomplicated, everything comes inside.
Yes, sir.
Right
Sir is
sided.
saying that. Hello. Yes, Kirit bhai.
સર બોલો તમે.
ના બોલ.
હા એટલે what your diagnosis is right sided, uncomplicated. Is
Yes,
it direct, indirect?
sir, direct.
Complete, incomplete.
Sir, incomplete.
Yes, what are the contents?
Sir, omentum.
No intestine.
No, sir, no intestine.
Okay, fine. So all these things you have to speak in a chronological order.
Okay, sir.
Bol.
Right sided, direct, uncomplicated, incomplete, inguinal hernia containing most probably the omentum.
Okay. What will you do now?
Sir, we will first try to find out the cause of the hernia. If it is due to like prostate enlargement, first go for cystectomy, and then sir, we will do hernioplasty.
Some echo is coming. please, Akash, check for echo. Pratik, check for the echo. Continue.
Yes, sir. Then after treating the cause, sir, we will go for the hernioplasty, sir.
Whether the patient is having prostatic enlargement or not, how will you investigate? What investigation would you do?
Uh, yes, sir. After blood investigation, we will go for the ultrasound. In that we will see for the pre-void, post-void prostate volume.
કિરીટભાઈ તમારા મોબાઈલને કારણે ઇકો આવે છે.
મેં વાંચ્યું સર
ઓકે ઓકે
પણ મને આઈ એમ એબલ ટુ ક્લિયરલી હિયર એવરીથિંગ. અત્યારે હું બોલું છું તો ઇકો આવે છે?
ના તમે બોલો નહીં, તમારો વોઇસ હોય ને બીજા બોલે ત્યારે આવે છે.
ઓકે.
એમાં તો કિરીટ શું કરશે?
કિરીટ હેઝ ટુ સ્વિચ ધ મોબાઈલ ઓર ચેન્જ ધ મોબાઈલ. ઘણી વખત એવું થતું હોય જો એમણે અવાજ બંધ કર્યો તો બંધ થઈ જાય. ઓકે નો એનીવે વી કન્ટિન્યુ, નો પ્રોબ્લેમ.
કઈ વાંધો નહીં.
Sir, we will go for the ultrasound in which we will see the.
What is the indication of ultrasonography in case of a hernia?
So to look for the prostate size and any intra-abdominal pathology which might be causing the hernia.
Okay.
Which intra-abdominal path like to elaborate which is causing hernia?
Sir, ascites.
Okay. Then only ascites. As you say, na, you would like to confirm intra-abdominal pathology in USG, which is causing hernia. So elaborate a few names which you want to see in ultrasonography.
Diseases which increases the intra-abdominal pressure,
Yes, sir.
like
Ascites, sir. Then if patient has constipation, sir, it will give rise
What
to.
is the etiology for constipation? Sir wants to ask that only.
tumor, pelvic tumor or mass.
Yeah, pelvic mass, any malignant mass in the colon or rectosigmoid junction.
Yes, sir.
These are the things you require to be seen on ultrasonography. If it is lower part of the rectum or anorectal tumor, you can palpate it for rectal examination. But if it is a rectosigmoid, you must have to go with ultrasonography.
Yes, sir.
What are the bare minimum investigation required for evaluation of bladder outlet obstructions?
Yeah. So on ultrasonography, which are the signs or which are the examination findings suggest that this is an obstructive prostate or a bladder outlet obstruction is there?
Sir, is if pre-void, post-void volume.
Okay.
If post-void volume is 10% of the pre-void volume will suggest that bladder outlet obstruction.
Anything else? Bladder wall ઉપરથી ખબર પડે?
Yes, sir. If there is thickened bladder wall, then there might be changes of system.
Trabeculation હોય, direct trabeculation in the bladder wall હોય તો ખબર પડે કે there is obstructive pathology. Second thing is large amount of the post-void હોય.
Yes, sir.
And simultaneously enlarged prostate you may be seen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what will you do? What surgery you will do?
Sir, hernioplasty, sir. Inguinal hernioplasty.
Which surgery? हर्नियोप्लास्टी तो बरोबर पण काही काही
Like
करવાની
tension free.
why it is a direct hernia, so why you want to small hernia, why you want to go for hernioplasty only?
We can go for the Soldis repair also, sir, which is less recurrent.
આ પેશન્ટનો સોલ્ડિસ કરશો? What are the indications of Soldis repair? Which are the patients, groups of the patients where you can go for a Soldis repair?
So in patient which have who have, sir, a very good muscle tone, we can go for the Soldis repair, sir.
Soldis repair, dear, બધું બહુ બધા indication છે. તો ડિટેલમાં વાંચ. When large internal ring or patula, say you are reconstructing the internal ring also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are advocating or rather saying that Soldis should be done, but why it is not popular, even though it carries a very less chance of recurrence.
And in case of a direct hernia, at this age, right, the most common etiology is a senile weakness of or age-related weakness of the muscle fiber.
Yes, sir.
So there is very high chances if you go for a Soldis repair here, it's likely to recur.
Yes, sir.
For a Soldis, your muscle strength should be enough to accommodate the pressure. And whatever you have learned or whatever textbook has mentioned anywhere, but except Soldis clinic, everywhere Soldis having the highest recurrence, more than a Basinis also. So it's not a simple process.
It's a technically difficult
surgery.
and particularly direct hernia when there is a thin out DF. Okay, આપણે એમાં સાહેબ બીજો કેસ આપણે બાકી છે.
2 or 3 things I will just elaborate them to see. This is the classical patients where small direct hernia is there. It is more feasible if patient is anesthetically fit to go for a laparoscopic hernia. So this is a right case for a selection for a TEP or a TAPP for a beginner. Right? This is the first thing. Second thing is, it is a direct hernia. So Lichtenstein hernioplasty is still considered the gold standard. So if you answer that Lichtenstein hernioplasty, your argument should be, I want to strengthen the posterior wall of the inguinal canal. So if you argue for that thing, Lichtenstein hernioplasty is still a good alternative, and it is easy to learn rather than laparoscopic hernia.
Yes, sir.
So this is the two things. And size of the direction of the mass is always be a soft mass or it is a lightweight mass. Nowadays, that is the thing which we have to keep in mind. Macroporous lightweight mass is the preference for all hernia surgery. Third thing is, in case of inguinal hernioplasty, one has to be careful for identification and avoiding the injury to the ilioinguinal and iliohypogastric nerve. This is the things which you just have to remember in this all the patients.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. No, next question. Next case.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I am audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thanks.
Presentation is here.
Okay, sir. Myself, Dr. Khalid Shah. I am going to present a case on hydrocele. Presenting a case of 25-year-old Muslim male residing at Ahmedabad, working as a bodyguard, came to SVP hospital with chief complaint of swelling over the left scrotum since 1 year. History of presenting illness. Patient was relatively asymptomatic before 1 year. Then he noticed swelling over the left scrotum, which was small in size initially, then gradually progressed to a present size. It does not increase in size on standing or straining. It does not decrease in size on lying down position. No complaint of recent trauma, insect bite, fever, burning maturation, weight loss, and anorexia. Past history. Patient had complaint of trauma over the left scrotal region 5 years back, following which he had pain over it for 1 to 2 hours, but afterwards he had no complaint of swelling or pain over it after that. Past surgical history of circumcision at the age of 1 year, nailing over the left femur in 2010, and past medical history of admission for dengue fever 4 years back. No past history of tuberculosis, hypertension, or diabetes. Family history is non-significant. Personal history. Patient is on mixed diet with adequate sleep and appetite and unaltered bowel or bladder habit. Patient is addicted to cigarette smoking, 1 to 2 cigarettes per day since 12 to 15 years. Should I continue, sir?
Any questions? Kirit bhai, sir, Asit bhai,
Hello.
Palekar sahib, Kalpit, yes.
Yes. In your go for your history of present illness. Yes, you mention anything about the pain, any history or in past history or in negative history.
Patient had no complaint of pain, sir.
So there is nothing like you return a pain or you
Yes, sir.
mention about the pain. So
Yes.
your negative history is very limited.
Yes.
So swelling is there, but you just mentioned the swelling. There is no history of a fever, you says, but pain is not there. So if it is a painful swelling, painless swelling, it is important, na?
Yes, sir.
Scrotum.
Yes, sir.
So you have to mention it in your history of presenting illness.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I also have one question. Why you have asked the insect bite?
Patient, if any patient complain of swelling, then we should rule out if there is a complaint of any insect bite trauma, and if there is a possibility also if there is a filariasis which is related to it, which is caused by.
Filariasis? I mean, can patient recognize that this insect bite has lead to filariasis?
No, sir.
Okay,
And
better.
also, if patient is having history of swelling from 1 year, an insect bite can lead the swelling up to 1 year. It is an acute swelling, na?
Yes, sir.
And it is insect bite, whatever the swelling or whatever the thing is occurs, usually it is acute, so it is shorter duration.
Yes.
And very importantly, it is covered part of the body.
Yes.
Okay, it is
Yes.
not exposed part of the body where insect bites commonly occurs. So I think better omit that thing, insect bite.
Yes.
Why you ask about the burning maturation?
Sir, for ruling out, sir, any infective condition like epidermolysis, because sir, the situation suggests the patient has complaint of UTI or so due to the retrograde spread, it can lead to epidermolysis. To rule out it.
Every epidermolysis leads UTI, and every UTI leads epidermolysis.
Why, sir?
Every epidermolysis leads UTI and burning maturations, and every UTI leads epidermolysis. Whenever
No, sir.
it is.
No, sir, but it can be, it is one of the cause for epidermolysis. But epidermolysis spread by bloodborne and through retrograde method. So ruling out the possibility of retrograde, I have asked about the burning mutation.
Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ो.
General
exam. Anything
no, sir.
specific?
No significant finding on general examination. This is a photograph of the patient. Uh, Local examination, inspection. I have examined patient in standing and then supine position. On examination, there is a single, approximately 10 into 7 centimeter size, oval swelling seen over the left side of scrotum. Skin over the left side appears normal and decreased rugosity present over the left side and dilated vein present over it. Penis appears normal and it is circumcised.
Go
No
back to Fenil, go back to that clinical picture. Is it 10 centimeter long? 10 by 7.
Yes, sir.
By seeing it, when you compare to the opposite side testis, what is the normal length of the testis?
4 into 3 to 2 centimeter in size.
So suppose we assume the opposite side is normal. So compared to the opposite side is hardly 1 centimeter longer. By seeing this,
Yes, exactly. That is all my concern. Okay, ચલો palpation માં clear કરીશું doubt. આગળ વધો.
No visible scar or sinus. Right side scrotum appears normal.
also in your inspection, penis appears normal in the position, in the shape and the positions.
Yes, it is not deviated.
So you have to say it's in normal positions or it is not deviated instead of the normal, because the normal has lots of confusions and lots of things.
Okay. Palpation. Inspectory finding confirm on palpation. On palpation, temperature over swelling is normal and it is non-tender. There is a single oval 11 by 7 into 5 centimeter size swelling present over the left scrotum, which with get above the swelling possible, with smooth surface, non-tender, smooth margin, and cystic consistency. Fluctuation test is positive. Translucency test is positive. Swelling is not reducible and cough impulse is absent. Testis on the left side is not palpable separately. Right side testis, epididymis, cord and scrotum is normal. This is a photo of trans.
Okay.
Okay, so which are the brilliantly translunated swellings?
Primary hydrocele, then epididymal cyst, then cystic hygroma, ranula, meningocele.
Okay. So here is your testis is not palpate separately, right?
Yes, on left side it is not palpable.
Suppose you are able to palpate testis separately and it is a completely scrotal swellings. Then
Then we should think of epididymal cyst, then spermatocele can be possible, and on depending on the consistency of the testis, we should suspect a tumor of testis too.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Why you examine for reducibility in this patient? Why you are required to examine reducibility in this patient?
Sir, normally, sir, it is one of the characteristics of hydrocele that only primary vaginal hydrocele is not reducible. Congenital hydrocele normally, which is connecting with the peritoneal cavity. So, if we apply, we try to reduce it so that congenital hydrocele can be reducible, and it is part of normal.
But this is your age. This is the age of the patient where the congenital hydrocele are usually seen.
No, sir. And we can rule out varicocele here.
Now my second question is: if you are having a swelling which is get about the swelling is possible, tell me the swellings which are reducible after the get about the swelling is positive. That is exclusive scrotal swelling which are reducible. such swelling?
No.
No. So when you are saying that to get about the swelling is possible and swelling is underneath, so don't jump for this reducibility and impulse on top until you suspect there is the inguinal total swelling.
Yes, sir.
Not needed as such.
Yes, sir.
Agree?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this will start creating a controversy here. That is the reason I have told you.
Yes, sir.
You should avoid that.
Congenital hydrocele is treated like a hernia. Okay.
Hernia.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Inguinal cord.
If your age is small, then it is legitimate. At the 25 or 30 years of the age,
We
it is
don't
not
expect.
eligible. And this is not an eligible test to perform also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about the lymphatic drainage?
Lymphatic drainage of the scrotum is to the inguinal lymph node, and the testis is drained to the pre and para aortic lymph node.
Have you palpated that?
Sir, inguinal lymph node was normal. Sir, not we are. I am not palpated the para. They are not palpable on for abdominal examination.
Inguinal lymph node, what is the reason for palpating in this case? Do you see any skin problem, scrotal skin involvement?
No, sir. But part of normal examination to.
See, you are saying it is a pure scrotal swelling. By this
Yes.
time, you already come to the conclusion that it is within the scrotum, either from testes or epididymis, right?
Yes. Yes.
So now inguinal lymph node should not be spoken first. You must answer that it should be the pre-aortic, para-aortic, or at the most left supraclavicular.
Yes.
Okay, inguinal unnecessary will create controversy.
Yes.
When does the inguinal group of lymph node palpable? When the type is primarily involved? You get the question? Yes.
Epidenoarthritis
No.
with.
When the scrotal skin is
Yes,
involved,
one.
it is very
Yes.
in advanced case.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case, you are getting inguinal node positive. Otherwise, not. So, what is your clinical impression?
So my clinical impression is left-sided primary vaginal hydrosis.
Justify your diagnosis.
Uh, uh, Sir, it is present on left side. Patient complain of swelling over the left scrotal region, which is painless, with no history of trauma or any infection.
You already mentioned in past history there is
In
a
past
history of
history.
trauma.
Yes.
But sir, it looks quite insignificant in this because he had complained of trauma 5 years back, and after which he had complained of
So
pain
better
for.
not to mention. Patient may be correlating unnecessarily,
Yes.
or you can say it's a tribal trauma.
Yes.
Because also
Okay.
you mentioned that there is a trauma with pain, and trauma and pain is there, and after that patient is developing swelling into the scrotum.
Yes.
Okay. Why this is primary?
Uh, uh, normal. There is normally primary is very large swelling, and but only the point is it is brilliantly transhumanant, which correlate more toward it to be a primary, and and hello. Swelling is confined to the scrotum, and it is not tense, but it can be an initial stage of primary vaginal hydrocele. So
10 centimeters, you are mentioning 10 centimeters size. Even with that also, it is still in initial phase.
Sir, but it is not as normally the primary vaginal hydrocele characteristically they are tanks filled with fluid and so
Yeah, this looks like a very lax swelling. If
like
you,
cell. Yes,
yes.
yes.
So what will you do now? There is a
Uh,
controversy between primary and secondary.
Yes, sir. So, rule out this, to confirm my diagnosis, to support my diagnosis, I will go for the ultrasonography of the scrotal region, and to in which I will look for the testes if there is uh, if there is collection over the tunica vaginalis, so is there any blood clots or which or the blood supply of the testis, any homogeneity, epididymis, and other
અરે ભાઈ see 5 વર્ષ પહેલાના ટ્રોમામાં અત્યારે શું કરો બ્લડ હોય. Most important, you have to rule out the tumor.
Yeah.
Okay, that is most dangerous.
Yes.
In any primary suspected or rather clinically diagnosed primary vaginal hydrocele, sonography is recommended because many testicular tumor may present like this.
Yes.
Okay. What are the age of seminoma's presentation?
Seminoma are present in between 30 to 40 years. Teratoma 20 to 30.
So after 35 years, there is no testicular tumor occurs?
It occurs, but sir, the normal age is this of presentation.
Seminoma occurs at little late age, after 35. Or
Yes.
there are 3 peaks in the seminomas. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If it is turned out to be primary vaginal hydrocele, what you have diagnosed, what is your next action?
After sir preoperative fitness, I will go for the operative operation for it. So I will sir go for Lord's plication in this patient.
Okay.
Any conservative treatment is available for hydrocele?
Sir, for tapping of the hydrocele fluid and injecting sclerosing agent in it is a conservative treatment available, but it is not commonly practiced.
Would you recommend this?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, because tapping can lead to, first of all, hematocele, pyocele in this patient. So it will, and the recurrence rate is very high in this tapping.
Yes. The chances of testicular injury and recurrence are very high. Okay. Rajan bhai, બીજું કંઈ આગળ?
Hello, define hydrocele.
Yes. Palekar sahib.
Yes, sir.
Hydrocele is a abnormal collection of fluid between the tunica vaginalis.
What is congenital hydrocele? Do you know congenital hydrocele and ancestral
Yes.
hydrocele of cord?
Yes, sir.
Is it
Congenital.
limited up to the tunica vaginalis?
No, sir. It involves both tunica vaginalis and processus vaginalis, and which is communicating with the peritoneal cavity.
Abnormal collection of serous fluid in any part of processus vaginalis.
Okay.
That is correct definition of hydrocele. Suppose this patient have hematocele, what will be the treatment?
Sir, in case of hematocele, we will open the sac, remove the clots, and then we would close the blood sac.
Then which surgery you offer? Hematocele.
If we will look in the status of testis in it too. So if testis is damaged or it has infected over it. So if needed, we should go for a orchidectomy too. If the
Jabulized surgery, jabulized operation.
yeah,
Jabulized operation. Why you want to operate this patient?
uh, uh, this I would like to operate this patient because first all patient has a complaint over it, and this swelling would increase in size, and so
Hmm.
uh, and if patient is also working for as a bodyguard, so for his fitness, well, for layering for his service also he requires to do this surgery.
So it will be increase in size and to prevent the other complications of the hydrocele.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What is the principle of Lord's plication?
uh, Principle of load plication is we uh, uh, reduce the surface which produces the serous fluid, that is the surface is reduced, so and
Just to reduce the secretory area.
to reduce the surface.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Suppose this hydrocele patient says, I don't want to operate. And one is the same hematocele patient. He says, I don't want to operate. Would you consider both for conservative, or you explain both something that this is the things you require to go, and which is a patients you require to go for surgery as soon as possible?
Sir, if there is a priority basis for hydrocele or hematocele, I would surely explain the hematocele patient to get it operated, because hydrocele hematocele can lead to it can pressurize the testis, and it can lead to the atrophy of the testis.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I think final. Rajan bhai,
Yes, yes, yes.
now we can.
Kirit sir has to ask anything. Satish sir was there. Anything remains to discuss for this patient? All, all the faculties can comment whatever the things they want to add, what they are saying.
What is retractile testis and what is undescended testis?
Uh, un, uh, Undescended testis is testis which is found anywhere except the scrotal region. Maybe mostly found in the superior perineal pouch. Uh, then a retractile testis is it due to some fibers attached to the retractile testis. I don't know.
These are the commonly asked questions here. And clinically, how you can differentiate retractile testis?
So there is a ORI chair test for retractile testing.
What is that? Describe.
Uh, Patient is said to sit with his uh, his hip and knee flex uh, over the chair, and
So
What is
I
the
think
important inspectory findings that will differentiate it is a retractile or it is a undescended?
On inspection only. On inspection only, you can say that.
the scrotum in scrotum will testis will be not seen in undescended testis, while in retractile testis it would be seen in the scrotum.
develop scrotum, the correct
Developed
terminology.
scrotum, non-developed scrotum. Erectile testis, scrotum is well developed. In case of
Many of
ectopic,
your
it is
colleagues
not
are
your concern.
answering. ઘણા બધા answer આપ્યો.
That's good also. Students
Yes,
are answering in the chat box. That is a good thing.
Good.
So
Yes.
that they are actively participating.
Yes.
That's good. Go on writing like that every time.
Okay. સાહેબ આપણે
Okay.
next
Yes,
Thursday રાખીએ બરાબર.
Yes, yes. Now onwards, we carry on the Thursday because every Wednesday, the Association of Surgeons of India, ASI, has started a program for all PGs. So it will be available on the ASI website as well as on the Facebook page. So anybody can join that page. I think that page must be the open for everyone. Otherwise, you have to be a member of it, ASI. So that is good also. If all of you are not a member of ASI, should become a member of ASI so that there are lots of PG oriented activities are going on and that will be beneficial to you all. If you have any difficulty, let me know. I will give you manage something for that. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Paleka sir. Thank you, Kirit bhai. Thank you,
Thank you,
Karthik
sir.
bhai.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Pratik
night
bhai.
સાહેબ. Good night સાહેબ.
Good night, Asif
Good
bhai.
night.
Yes, today we are having a 35 maximum number. That's good.